You know when you see that beautiful flat shadow just gliding through the water? And you kind of wonder, how dangerous is that thing really? Well, let me tell you, that long whip-like tail, it's definitely not just for show. So let's dive in and figure out the mechanics behind a stingray's powerful defense.
So, what is it? What makes this incredibly graceful creature pack such a powerful punch? I mean, we see them as these totally serene gliders, right? But it turns out there's a fascinating and pretty formidable weapon hidden right there in plain sight.
Okay, so before we can really get into this thing, we've got to understand the animal itself. It's time to meet the creature behind that reputation.
I mean, they're just magnificent, aren't they? They've got these wide, flat bodies, and they just glide through the water like living magic carpets. It's so easy to forget that they're actually fish. But get this, they belong to a very interesting and honestly kind of surprising family tree.
And here is where it gets really fascinating. Stingrays are actually close relatives of sharks. Yeah, that's right. Just like their super famous cousins, they have no bones at all. Their entire skeleton is made of this flexible cartilage. You know, the same stuff that's in the tip of your nose. Go ahead, feel it. That's what a stingray is made of.
All right, let's get to the main event, the stinger. But what if I told you that the thing we all call a stinger, well, it isn't really a stinger at all? Yeah, I know.
The correct term is actually a barb, and believe me, it is way more complex than just a simple needle. It's a modified, serrated spine. Think of it as this highly evolved defensive tool, and it's located right there on that iconic whip-like tail.
And this is where you start to see just how formidable this thing is. First off, it's a long, sharp blade, but it's also edged with serrations, kind of like a saw, and it's all coated in this thin layer of skin, which, get this, hides venom glands right underneath. So it's not just one thing, it's a complete weapon system, all packed into one surprisingly elegant package.
So how does this weapon actually get used? Now, this is super important to remember. This is not an attack. A sting is almost always a defensive reflex, and it happens in a flash.
It all happens so fast. Let's say a stingray feels threatened. Maybe it gets stepped on or cornered. Its tail just whips upward and forward with this incredible speed. The sharp barb pierces the target, and right at that moment, the thin sheath of skin tears open, releasing the venom directly into the wound. It's a brutally efficient defense mechanism.
Okay, so the barb is in. Ouch! But what is it that makes the sting so excruciatingly painful? Well, the answer is all in the complex chemistry of the venom itself. Okay, this part is just fascinating. The venom is basically a potent chemical cocktail. So first, you've got serotonin. That's what causes these intense, really painful muscle contractions. That's the deep, throbbing pain. But that's not all. It also has these powerful enzymes that immediately start breaking down tissue and cells right at the wound. That's where the burning and the swelling comes from. It's this two-pronged attack, intense pain plus tissue damage, that sends a really clear message to any predator. Stay away from me. You see, the venom's main job is to tell a predator, like a shark, hey, don't mess with me. It's a deterrent. It's not actually designed to kill. But for us humans, if that barb happens to strike a vital area, like the chest or the abdomen, which is tragically what happened to Steve Irwin, the results can absolutely be fatal.
So knowing the danger is one thing, but knowing what to do about it, well, that's even more important. So let's switch gears and talk about the crucial, practical steps for treating a sting.
Okay, listen up, because this part is critical. First things first, stay as calm as you can and get out of the water. Now, here is the single most important thing. Do not pull the barb out. Remember those saw-like serrations we talked about? If you pull on it, they're going to cause way more damage, just tearing everything up and making the injury so much worse. Your absolute priority is to get medical help immediately. So, while you're waiting for help to arrive, there's actually a surprising trick you can use: hot water. And there's a really simple scientific reason why this works. It turns out the venom proteins are heat sensitive. So, soaking the wound in hot water, we're talking hot, but not so hot that it burns you, it helps break down those venom proteins. And that can provide some serious pain relief.
And before we finish up, I've got one last incredible fact, just to put these animals into perspective. A lot of the stingrays you might see are, maybe the size of a dinner plate. But the giant freshwater stingray, it can weigh up to 600 pounds. 600 100 pounds. That is just a massive animal.
So, what's the ultimate takeaway here? It's actually pretty simple. Stingrays aren't aggressive monsters out to get you. They're ancient fish with an incredibly powerful, finely tuned defense system. The real key to coexistence is just respect. Admire their grace, for sure, appreciate their place in the ecosystem, and always, always do it from a safe distance. You know, it really makes you wonder, what other incredible secrets are gliding just beneath the surface, doesn't it?